Brad, is that the most satisfying win since you joined the club?
Well, there've been a few. I mean, it was probably later in the season the wins seemed more important, but I thought it was more just the step forward again. Really good opposition, circumstances throughout the game where Collingwood got off to a good start and we were able to regain our composure. And we talked about that last week, not being able to regain control of the game when we felt like we had control at different stages last week. So that part was really pleasing. I just see the pretty obvious growth. You know, if you use, a couple of Anzac Day games and this game tonight, a few personnel changes in both teams, but the majority of the team's pretty similar. And so Collingwood have been an exceptional team over a long period of time, reigning premiers, and I think it's a pretty good yardstick in terms of the improvement of our team. But have we proven anything? I wouldn't think so. We've just taken another step forward towards it.
I'm not saying this changes your perception, but I reckon this is a win that will change the footy world's perception of Essendon. Can that in itself do anything for the group, do you think, in terms of confidence?
Yeah, I mean, I think potentially, because they're not immune to the external world, even though we try and keep them really focused on just the task at hand. Where I try and steer them to is again that development and that improvement over a period of time, over the last 18 months. So, I wish this win tonight just meant that we're away and flying, but the challenges just keep coming the next week. So there's no doubt in my mind that it's a step forward for us, but it just, unfortunately doesn't guarantee anything next week or the week after.
What did they do particularly well tonight that you're most pleased with?
There's a lot of things, but the main one was that we conceded a defensive 50 stoppage goal, a centre bounce goal in quick succession, and so we were able to arrest that part of the game, really quickly, and didn't get too distracted by the scoreboard starting to slip away from us at the start of the game. We were able to get the momentum back, and not only get it back, but I thought control large parts of the game from quarter time onwards.
And is that more important because of what happened last week when they perhaps did sort of drop the bundle a bit?
Yeah, but it's not, as I said last week, I haven't noticed that as a trend. I think we've been pretty good in that space, played in a lot of tight games, and we were really, everyone knows that the Collingwood, they're just going to keep coming at you. We had a plan for that. I mean, I was really pleased. We confronted that at three-quarter time head on. That was going to be, are we going to sit back and be passive and let Collingwood attack us, or are we going to turn the momentum and go back the other way? So, and there are some specifics in that. I thought Jake Kelly, with Dacos in the last quarter was fantastic for us. And right Durham on Dacos at for the large part of the game. I thought really, it was a fascinating battle because Dacos is an established superstar of the competition, but we think we've got a couple of young midfielders who are emerging as well.
Brad, you really made Dylan Shield another opportunity this year. Did he show you enough tonight that he's going to have a role to play in the back end of the year?
Yeah, you're not the first person to say I made him earn it. I'm not sure I made him earn it. I've been really conservative with him to get Dylan Shield back to his best and to what we know he's capable of. And he's had a pretty nasty injury, which really impacted his ability to play the way we all know he can. So it's taken a long time for him to, one, get over that injury, but then to get the necessary fitness base that enables him to perform like he did tonight. So I couldn't be happier for him. It's been a really long road for him in terms of his recovery, and we wanted to bring him back in when we were really confident that he could produce the sort of footy that we know he can. And the Dylan Shield attributes were there on show tonight. Well, I couldn't be happier for him.
Is Caddy ready to make a permanent spot in that team? You sort of created a spot for him and he took it with both hands tonight.
Was that Caddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's it's hard not to get too excited about him. We sort of talked pre-game. He's a point of difference. It's very rare that you see a first year key forward who can have an impact on a game like he can. And we saw that through the pre-season. we thought we knew what we were drafting. We saw it in pre-season, and yeah, he's a very, very exciting player and a really important part of what we're doing. But you know, we thought there were a lot of good things for us tonight structurally that worked, but you know, are we absolutely final on what it looks like? I don't think we are, but that's a great position to be in because you know you don't know what's going to happen from week to week, and now we have a bit of squad depth. I mean, it's the first time in my time here we've had the luxury of being able to rest Todd Goldstein and Dyson Heppel. Yeah, so we've got some guys who are playing really good footy in the VFL, and part of the reason why we could hold Shield as long as we could is because of the emergence of some of our young mids. So there's good squad depth at the moment, but again, what that looks like in 3, 4, 5 weeks and beyond, who knows? And what I do know is you need to have the depth and the flexibility to be able to cover whatever happens.